Hello and welcome to the Sports Pitch Podcast, the NRL Round 11 review. We welcome back for the first time this year, Billy.
Good to be back.
There's a lot of people in the comment section, especially our first videos that we dropped this year. Where's Bill? Most of them were your brother, but still.
Shit, I think it's him and Smithy Smith, bro.
The biggest fans.
Yeah. How you been, Bill?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
How are you guys?
Good.
Been alright, bro.
We'll talk more about the Roosters when we get there, with you specifically. You are on here. Mo is working late today, and Bill is a Roosters fan, and we decided to bring him on.
You know what we do on this podcast? We set standards.
That's exactly right.
We follow protocols.
Yes.
It's a professional work environment.
Yes, it is.
And Moe was just not up to standards.
No, Mo is back on Thursday. Okay, so please don't get us in the comment section. Khaled, how are you?
Been good, bro. Yourself?
I'm all right.
I'm alright, bro.
That's
It's
it.
what a weekend, eh?
Yeah, bro, crazy week. Bro, the tries this week,
Oh my god.
some of the tries were out of this world.
Should have been a magic round this week, huh?
No, Magic Round was
Yay.
amazing too.
But the tries this week
Their
were...
tries,
Yeah.
yes, but the games of Magic Round were so much better. Every game was close except for like two. But, wow, bro, the tries this week, my
Probably
God.
one up there, top 10.
What?
Greatest try we've ever seen.
For me,
Mark's try.
top five.
It's up there,
It's
somewhere.
up there.
Top five, bro.
We can say whatever we want, but we just can't remember what we've seen, so...
There's
Yeah,
some
like-
great tries, man.
Yeah,
but
so-
that was up there, bro.
When we get to Mark and the Roosters, we'll get into that topic. But let's start. Do you want to start with the
Before we
timestamps?
start, did every team that lead this week lose whoever led at halftime lost?
I don't know.
I think almost every team.
How do you know
Not
that,
the Knights
bro?
and Eels, surely not.
You should get out more,
Nah,
bro.
Knights and Eels.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. With Knights.
We don't talk about Knights, we don't
Yeah.
talk about Knights.
I don't know, but if that's legit, that's crazy. I'm going to check real quick. No, Warriors were leading 10-0. No, halftime.
No, they're losing.
They were leading 10-0. Where'd you hear that from? What's it called? Let's get into it. Parramatta 28, the Knights 6. I'm going to say it the other way around because it was a Knights home game. Knights 6, Parramatta 28. Fuck, just sack him. Just
Yeah.
honestly sack him.
At this
Yeah,
point.
it's getting there.
The Dodge good get in there. It's past it. No one cares.
Well, if they haven't sacked him already, they're leaving him. Like, to be honest, like...
That is so true.
You don't get worse than this. You actually
You
can't.
can't.
They pay him out, yeah?
Huh?
They pay him out. That's the clause.
Yeah, they have to pay him out. But cars,
But there's no one on the market. Who's there?
my dad.
What?
Your dad's pretty good coach. Didn't he coach LCC to the final?
Wasn't there so many options for the Eels to be a coach? So
No.
where's the options now for the Knights?
No,
there
there
was.
wasn't. No,
Well, you can get two of you, I guess.
There was Royals.
There's two of you.
Royals.
Two,
Royals. They
George Tuvey? His name George?
Jeff
Jeff.
TV.
Jeff.
Michael, what's his name?
Michael Maguire. He's
Ma-
about to be
no.
out of a job too.
Michael D'Angelo. What's his name?
Who?
The one that coached Lebanon.
Fiddler.
Chico.
I'm not
Chico.
Fiddler.
Yeah. Michael-
Chico.
What was, yeah, I know what you're talking about, but
Yeah, that guy. Or whoever, brother. Put your dad in there, like you said. Just get rid of this guy.
because it's what's his name from the Broncos, the one that just got sacked.
Michael Maguire.
No, last year.
Trent Barrett.
Anthony Whiffen. Who the fuck is that?
Anthony Griffin. Guys, who's the bloke that got sacked last year?
Kevin
The guy
Walters.
that does our heading. Thank
Kevin
you.
Walters.
It's
yes.
commentary. Just sign him so we don't have to hear him on
Yeah.
commentary.
That was a
My
bad
God.
start, bro. A very bad start.
Yeah, but hey, we continue. We push through.
I'm sorry, but I think I brought the last year thing back.
No, we push through. Because anyone, honestly, they have been so poor, and he's destroyed Ponga, making him play down that one side. It's, well,
He was on the verge of missing origin.
Ponga, you swear to
God, I
God.
saw a fake Timothy who was on the bench. While Munster was fullback.
Anyone. Bro, no, they've been so
If
bad.
your coach does that to you, bro, wallah, it's time to wrap it up.
Because they've been so bad. Zach Lomax made his return. Fucking fantastic.
Yeah, beautiful.
He's such a gun.
Wow.
Yeah, the Knights say.
No,
They're-
Lomax. How do you come in and outshine Carraz off one game?
Yeah, swear to God. This is, I feel
Yeah,
bad.
you should mind, this is my origin spot.
He's so good. I love how he went to play centre there. You're
Yeah.
on the wing. You're the best winger in the game.
Yeah.
But like
Doesn't make
easily.
sense.
Please. All right, Dylan Brown, killer of a game. Newcastle Knights, seen exactly what they signed.
Yeah. But they don't need a 5'8".
A halfback.
Great signing, Knights. Guys, what a shambles of a team. I swear to
Yeah,
God.
wallah, disgusting.
Do you know every week, like, for example, Supercoach, I'm sure heaps of people agree.
Yeah,
We all keep him because we like, well, Knights can't get worse. Ponga will come back.
yeah. I got rid. Thank God I did.
Oh, he's lost me like 600k.
Yeah, he's...
Well, you have to keep him
You have to,
bottom
yeah.
out.
He's-
Yeah, if you've kept him this long, you might as well keep
I
him.
sold him on the second week, bro. I was like,
Yeah,
nah,
I
I'm
sold
not
him
worth
pretty
it.
early
Nice,
too.
just can't unlock him. They just can't do it.
Yeah. Well, they're
can't.
using him one side, and he's not giving him the.
Yeah, because even when he
Free
touches the ball, it's like he doesn't even know what to do anymore.
Yeah.
He throws the ball to the ground, doesn't know how to throw to. And you have Gamble. Oh, I can't do Gamble. Oh, my.
Yeah, they keep playing with their halves. We had a problem with this last year, where they keep changing the halves.
Yeah, but they're not. They haven't once changed the half and added in a good half.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Yeah,
I
it's the same free rotation.
Yeah, but the best half
yeah.
you have is what's his name? Help me out.
Jack
Cogger.
Cogger.
Cogger. He's by far the best half.
and Sharp.
And Sharp. That's it. Stick
Okay.
with it. Stick with it. They're not the problem.
And I reckon everyone's the problem, bro. Because, you know,
That's what I'm saying.
Ponga's not that good, bro. He's not playing that good this
No,
year.
Ponga's a gun.
No, not
Yes,
him. He's
yes.
a gun. I'm saying he's not that good this year.
Yeah, but I feel like it's what the game plan is. Honestly.
Look, round 1 and 2, he was alright. Then all the forwards got injured.
Mm.
Nice just fell off completely. And now they just can't find that momentum anymore. That's it.
Completely. They beat Souths. Souths
They had
everyone
to.
out.
They had
They
to.
did. They had
Souths
everyone
are
out.
Souths, yeah.
They had everyone out. Other than that, in the past, month of footy, nothing. If you are a Knights fan, please in the comment section below. I don't know any Knights fans. That's the thing. Leave your thoughts.
Bro,
What is wrong with your
There's
club?
a Knights fan. Have you seen him on TikTok or something? He wears the Ponga helmet.
Yeah,
to
I
the
have.
chair. I feel sorry for
And he
him.
cheers on every
Yeah.
play they
I
do.
feel so sorry for that guy, bro.
I do
He
feel
goes
so-
against the Bulldogs. Critter, you're nothing. Best has got ya.
Oh.
You nappy.
Didn't work out.
Just
Didn't
feel
work
sorry
out.
Fuck him.
No,
But the Eels, man. Fuck, their young guns are looking good, bro.
They are.
Moses has changed the whole team.
They
Just
are.
like
Yeah,
that. Just like that, man.
Yeah.
100%. Moses is
But how
The
much
guy's
of
so good.
how much of an impact has Dylan Walker had?
massive.
He straightened up the attack so
in the
much.
middle,
bro.
in the middle,
Yeah, in the middle, he's so good. I think Riley Smith has been fantastic for
Yeah.
him. There's one more player I wanted to give a
Jack
shout out
Williams.
to. That was his best game by far.
Yeah.
By
By
far. Katoga.
He's actually good. This guy's you playing.
All right. All
He's
right.
actually good.
Hey, the last 2 weeks,
Unbelievable.
this guy's been on one, bro. I'm telling you.
No, he will make mistakes, but when he's on, he's on.
No, but
Yeah.
cuz I don't know how they kept him in that
He was-
squad for the first month.
No, he's playing. He was playing AFL the first
The
few
past
weeks.
2 weeks, I swear to God, the past 2 weeks, was it last week he threw that flick pass?
He can do anything now in Twickenham.
He's so good.
So I don't know what you're talking about exactly,
He's been
but
so
everything's
good.
working for him right now.
He's been
It
so
was
good.
last week. It was last
Was
week.
it last week? He's been so good. How much? Look, 13 runs, 120 meters, 55 post contact.
Yeah.
The guys have been on
he's
fire.
he's a strong cunt. Straight
How much? 36 tackles as well, bro. The guy's been on fire.
You got to give it to Rose, man. You know what?
him.
You know, he never once looked like he had pressure on him
No.
because it wasn't his team.
It isn't, no, and he won't have pressure no matter
No.
what happens with Parra. Because again, it's not his
That's
team.
true, and it's his first year.
Yeah, it is first year.
And what he's doing with those players, man. Hey, Josh Arekar
Looks so good.
looks better than he was before he joined the Bulldogs.
Yes.
Honest.
No.
No,
What?
before. He looks
With the
better than the
Bulldogs.
time he was with the Bulldogs.
Yes.
But before, now he looks like back into that form, that
He looks so good.
2017,
Yeah.
18, 19.
With the Dogs, things happened around Adokar when it was made for him by others. Like, for example, the kick by Burden. And
Yeah,
he
yeah,
chased
the
it that worked so
combination.
many times, yeah. Now, bro, he's getting the ball one-on-one with the defender, skinning him, and he's going on the
He's
outside.
breaking
He's
tackles.
actually he's blitzing people, but
He's
yeah.
looking so
Oh,
good.
and his speed's
He's
come
blitzing
back,
people
bro.
that you shouldn't be blitzing them.
Yeah, and as much as I hate him, like, the guy's a lovable guy. So I like to see him do well.
Yeah.
Except, like, I don't want him
Not me, fuck him.
I don't want him to score a lot.
It's that cunning laugh,
But
bro.
I
It's
like him. I
beautiful.
like
No,
Adokar.
he celebrated on the first game against us.
Yeah, that's what got me on there.
Have some respect.
Yeah.
I was 16-0, got up and celebrated like.
We made him.
That's very true. We did. Without him, it'd be
It's almost
nothing.
ruined him.
We almost ruined his career.
The Tigers made him.
The stupid
forget
charger.
All right, the Tigers made him. But again, we'll go back to Parramatta and the Knights. Knights were poor. Parramatta done exactly what they had to do. You have a team with Moses. You have a team with Mitchell Brown in it. Mitchell Brown.
Mitchell Brown.
Ma- What's his name?
This is Bill's
What's
last
his
podcast
first
with us.
name? Dylan Brown
Bill's bring something.
and
to
Zach
you, bro.
Lomax on the wing. You're gonna be hard to beat, especially when the Knights fucking toss that up. And we move on. We move on to one of the games that are around. There was a few good games this week, and this was one of them. The Bulldogs 24, the Roosters 20. Wow, what a performance by both teams, honestly. But the Bulldogs at the end, capitalising on Roosters' mistakes. The constant pressure that we have is what cost the Roosters at the end. Game where the Roosters led 14 points to 0. And Dogs came back and got the job done. How do you feel about the Roosters this year?
This year or this game?
This year,
Oh, look, they're a lot better than what I thought they were going to be.
yeah.
So,
Did you have him finishing in the 8?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I always have them in there, you know, good coach, good leaders are still there. You still got a few of them. They're the games that we should have won. If we just didn't have Townsend and Dominic Young from the start, top 8 easy right now. So I'm spewing about that.
That's so right.
Because it's so weird that, like, you guys, for me, the two best teams the past month, other than the Bulldogs, I'm not talking about Bulldogs, but the two best teams the past month have been the Raiders and the Roosters.
Yeah.
When I look at you guys sitting in 11th, it just trips me
It's
out.
crazy. You look at who we've lost to, man.
Yeah. It
But we've
seems-
beaten both the premiership favourites at the start of the year,
Yeah.
so Broncos and Penrith.
Yeah.
And then we lost to Rabbitohs, Titans and Warriors.
And then
The Warriors are decent, but...
and you've just lost by 4 points to the
Team
First
coming out.
team.
And that's, everyone's saying the benchmark this year, so...
yeah. I'm so impressed with you guys, man. I had you the most disappointing team this year. Where you guys are sitting right now is so perfect because Sam Walker's on the verge of returning. You would think they would have been like 14, 15, somewhere very low. To be where they are now without Sam Walker and Brandon
Yeah,
Smith,
we're like 2 wins out.
and you have had the media on your back for the last month, all this pressure on Robinson. There was talks of him maybe not being the coach he once was. Do you remember that talk 2-3
Yeah,
weeks
it was
ago?
at the beginning of the year.
So to be where you are now, I can only salute that. But this game, bro, you slipped out of your fingers.
Yeah, I honestly feel like they should have won it. But mistakes, you know, the simple mistake of Toya just dropping it over the line where it could have been 20-0,
Yeah.
you know. And 20-0 could have probably put it too much for you guys or not, whatever. We would have seen what
Not
happened.
really.
We're not going to see. Well, it would have because
It
you
would
won
have
by
been
4
it would have
points.
been a different
So,
game.
yeah, it's a different
Yeah,
game.
we came back 20
Completely different game. But
before.
with that Toya, no try.
I think it's a try.
no.
Ye-
What?
No. Like, you think it's a try? Do you think
Yeah.
it should be a try or by letter of the law?
I think it should be letter of the law, 50-50, but no
But-
try. But I think it should be a try.
By the rules, it's a no try.
No, what do you mean? Why is even... It was nowhere near a try. What do you mean?
No,
No, the
why?
fact that he gets his hand back on
On
it
it.
before it goes down.
No, that
you
should be a
can't,
try.
bro, you
That should be a
can't.
try.
What do you mean?
Wallah, that should be a
So
try.
we got, so
How do
they
you
got
expect
wrong.
him to regather?
Huh?
So
no,
they got
no,
wrong.
no, no. By the rules,
No, we're not saying we got wrong.
by the rules, it's a no try. He lost it. He lost the ball. But why
Oh,
can't...
this is,
Oh,
it's a
nah.
shit rule.
It's a
Yeah,
shit
all
rule.
seasons
Yes.
have been stripping that. I'm not
Okay,
complaining
no,
about
I
that.
agree with that.
I
That's
blame
a
Toya
shit
for
rule.
that.
It's a khatar rule.
Because all they want is downward pressure on the ball.
No, that's,
as long as
that's
it's-
what I want.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that's what they ask for.
No, we want downward pressure. No, they want you to have control of the ball.
Going all the way down.
Going all the way down.
Okay.
So you have to like really
So that's
breathe.
stupid because,
Fucking Toya had his whole hand back on it.
yeah, as long as it doesn't hit someone or hit the
gun before
anything
you do,
else.
yeah.
Yeah, he had his whole hand back on it and put the ball down. But because there was that separation, it was a no try. It's annoying because it's a stupid rule.
Yeah.
It helped us out this week. Fuck, I'm not complaining, but it's a shit rule. It really is.
It just doesn't. When he first went to score, and you see that separation, it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
It looks like maybe that's why they call it as a knock on because that separation in play doesn't look good because it was to touch someone. Maybe I don't know how they look at
It's
it.
dumb. It's dumb. It's a
It is
stupid
dumb
rule.
because he
Now,
did have downward pressure on it. So
Honestly-
I get why they have the rule. It's just because they don't want that. The
grey- they don't want
there's
the grey-
doubt.
the grey
It's-
area.
The ball separated. You don't have two
Yeah.
hands. You're gone. I understand, but
oh god, I forgot what I wanted to say.
what happens if the separation in play, but the separation and then his hand stays on the ball, but it's hit someone's chest? You get me? Like there was a separation. It's hit someone's chest, for example,
They'll call it a
the
knock-on.
opposition, but it stayed on his hand.
They'll call it a
That's what the
knock-on.
grey area is.
no, but it's similar. If you do have two hands to knock on like that,
They call it a knock on.
Yeah.
They do. They still do that.
even if you have two hands like this,
But it's
still-
different. I think try scoring opportunity should be a different rule. Now,
That's true.
if they watch it, did you watching that try in fast motion? You don't even see the separation.
Yeah, because he just regathers and puts it
You
back down.
honestly don't see the separation.
do
in
see the
fast- Not in
separation.
fast
No,
motion.
slow motion. You see the
In slow motion, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. But anyway,
fast motion. Everyone said try.
yeah, I thought it was a
Yeah.
try until I seen it again. Like I said, the Roosters started off so well. Their forwards that first half, fucking
Yeah, we said it.
Spencer Leniu
Yeah.
was on a
He was
mad
fired
thing.
up.
And please give the Fahu White some credit, bro.
Oh wow! And he
Bro,
played.
he's a workhorse.
He played hurt, and he's out for a month.
Something
I
like
think
that,
it
bro.
is, which is a big loss, man, because he's been so good for you guys. But their forward pack, wow, was on fire the first half. Second half, we came out and just, bro, I love that we don't
You
stray.
went back to simple footy. That's
Yeah,
all
but
it
we
was,
don't
bro.
stray away from a game plan. Like all the whole first half, we just kicked it to what's his name, Mark.
Mark, yeah.
No, no,
We just kept kicking. In the
He was
first
catching-
half,
first half he was catching them all.
yeah, first half he was catching. Second half, we just kept doing it. He dropped one. That was it. His confidence was shot.
Yeah. Well, Serrato saw something.
Yeah.
And what I love about Serrato right now is other coaches would have changed the game plan. He told Burton stick on it.
Yeah.
But how we changed from playing that forward game with them, that hit up after hit up, and we started spreading the ball is what I loved. And you can tell that the Roosters went up for that at all. They were
do you
just
know what our
tired.
game plan was as well? Like when we were in their final third of the field,
Yeah.
was X balls
Yeah.
back
That's
into
it.
the ruck.
Dropping the
Guys, it,
surprise
it was
under,
literally, it was literally what we used to do in Oztag.
Yeah.
yeah.
Pump him in the middle, start Xing, and
It was
works.
unbelievable. And you know what it is Tedesco chases hard. Tedesco chases hard. So when you like Bailey Hayward went through. When he
Oh
faked-
my
when he
God,
faked
that was
out,
so nice.
Beautiful. Where he faked
Yeah.
out, dummied to the left and went straight through.
Yeah.
Then we had the Bronson Jerry where he just X'd.
And we forget, you know, Burton's try.
Yeah.
That's on the back of Hayward's play.
Yeah, right off the
He
back.
drew in two defenders, and then it was a mini pump
To the outside, but
very small. You could just see it, and then he just gives it to Burton.
yeah, but even the way he gives like the Burton's like 2 meters behind him.
Yeah.
So it's a long
and he's
pass.
straight on. He's straight on to.
Yes.
That's exactly what you want out of your half.
It was beautiful, yeah, because the defenders don't know what the hell's gonna happen.
Yeah, and they're very close to him.
Yes.
He creates enough gap to get the
beautiful.
ball away. But bro, Hayward's something, bro.
Yeah, Hayward's a gun. All right, now Mark. No, I'm going to ask. I had a shocker under the high ball, but that try, you spoke about it already. Top 10. Just think now. Try to remember a try better than that. Try to remember a
off
try
top of
better
my
than
head?
that. Off the top of your head. You
Ben
two.
Bobo, go say
No.
No way. No way.
Whenever great scoring moments come in my head, first thing that comes to my head is David Mead's one. I don't know why. David Mead's pick up off that kick from Scott Prince was just out of this world.
For me, look, it's a good try, but it's luck. He just sticks out his
Yeah,
arm.
but it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
That'll never happen again.
100%. That's the thing.
Well, in Mark's one, does that happen again? He
I've-
hopped on
I've
one
seen-
leg.
Hopped.
but I've seen similar. For example, Blake Ferguson against the Storm.
Oh, the chip and chase.
The chip and chase over Slater.
Yeah.
It's close. It's similar. But I do think Mark's is better.
Yeah, Mark to stay in the
I
field.
think David-
Solo tries. I reckon Mark's up to the top five.
I think
ever.
David Mead is number one. That's unbelievable.
You know, yeah, you can't do
That'll
that
never
again.
happen
You
again.
like that one? Not that Ben Bob, but Ben Bob's one. All his highlights are the greatest tries.
Back then, by the rules,
No, he's
different,
talking
bro.
about the put down against
The put
the
down.
Knights.
Yeah, the Knights. Yeah,
That's
but,
a no try to
Yeah,
this day
back-
and age.
yeah.
You know that?
yeah, but David Mead's one just comes to bro, that
David
was.
Mead's one's unbelievable.
So what year was that? 2000 and
9, 10?
It was a lot. But Titans were just literally in the franchise, bro.
A long time ago, maybe 11, 12
2000
years.
yeah,
It was
2019.
crazy. You got the Billy Slater origin try
Yeah, GIs against Broncos.
against the Broncos. Tom Travojevic against the Cowboys a few years ago.
Fucking Steve's favourite
That
one.
one.
What's his name?
Josh Morris
Look
against
who's there,
Yeah,
Josh
yeah,
Morris
yeah.
against Storms.
Where he just grabs the ball and puts it down. Yeah, Josh Reynolds against top, but that
Josh
one
Morris
is
against
Josh
Storms.
Morris. Sorry, that's top 5. Mark's try
Because
was
the
top
fact that he
5.
hopped, kicked it, and then when the ball went over the try line, he brought it back.
It was
in.
going
Yeah,
out.
and cuz he was
But he
out,
brought it back in.
but he had to have the mind to step back into the field, catch it, pull it back in, put it down.
And
Unbelievable.
on any given day, this guy can play second row, bro. He's not small.
No, he's a tank.
He's massive.
He's a tank.
To do that, bro, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, no.
GI was someone looking at them like, yeah.
It was
That's
unbelievable.
what, he loves this sort of stuff.
That was unbelievable. But yeah, no, great win for the Dogs and the Roosters.
Disappointing, bro.
100% disappointing as a Roosters fan, but
Proud but disappointed.
where you guys are, like I have you guys as a competition dark horse, man. If you can stay, if your players can stay fit, competition dark horse.
Fucking hate Origin period, bro.
Yeah,
I hate it.
You guys have so many outs, man.
At least Teddy's still.
Speaking of outs, Kiraz got injured.
Kiraz
He's
is
out for a month.
A month, yeah.
But overall, that game, like we said on the preview, it was going to be the best game of the round.
Yeah.
And it delivered.
Yeah, and it was up there. All right, I said there was a few games this week that were pretty good, and that was one of them. We move on to the Dolphins 12, the Warriors 16. Up
Hey,
you
they just keep winning, bro.
Up
Right,
you
they
was.
fucking
They
look good,
find a
bro.
way.
Metcalf's just finding confidence every week.
Unbelievable.
Loving that about him.
Unbelievable. It was 10-0 at half time. Easy as you like from the Warriors.
Yeah.
Came out, done their job. Their forwards, unbelievable. Metcalf, he's wow.
That try, man. That.
Wow. Explain the try. Talk us through it.
All right, I'm going to talk nice and slow to
He loves this.
So Metcalf he gets the ball, right? He finds a gap. Doesn't pass. Doesn't look. Just grabs for himself.
Stop.
Gets a ball back. Do you know where from?
Where?
From room service.
Oh wow.
Doesn't even have to look who's next to him because do you know who's there? You guys know who's there. What's his name?
His name.
Gabriel.
Can they hear us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you reckon it's
He
loud for
always
them?
does this.
It better be loud enough because I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, no, he's
And then Gabriel picks it up, so he
He's
catches
his
the ball,
4-pointer of his
smiles.
He's having a good year, by the way.
K-Paul?
Yeah, this guy
Yeah, he
starts the
has.
year every.
Hey, when
looking
he was
like-
named that center, I'm like, he's gonna get run.
Yeah.
No, but his defense has always been good.
But
in
the bloke's
summer.
Yeah,
70,
but
he
he's
can't
slow.
run.
Yeah, he look every after the off season, he looks like he's ready to retire that
Yeah.
year.
Everyone just
looked very
please.
good.
Hey, this week, watch the game. Everyone.
Yeah.
No, but listen. His season so far this year is way better than his season last year.
Yeah.
Of course.
Already.
Nah, last year, Warriors were on a slump.
Oh,
man.
but just him in general, he was so poor.
But he would have thought, honestly, he would have thought that at the end of the year, you could probably say he was the best second row this year. Aaron Clark. Or Locke. Is he a Locke?
Yeah.
If we look right now,
Wow.
buy of the season.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone
Yeah,
says.
I reckon.
To
I
me,
reckon Smokey.
So far,
He was a
so
smoky,
far,
but
buy
now,
of the
yeah.
season.
He's so good.
Listen, the game, they lost, I think, round or two, all right? He was on the bench, bro. Ever since they've started him, they've won 90%. I'm pretty sure it could be more than 90% of games.
Well, they've lost 2 games.
There you go.
And they've lost a player in Dylan Walker, he went to the Eels, made them better.
Yeah.
And Clark
And
made
Warriors
them
haven't missed out on him.
No.
Yeah, like that just shows you like where the Warriors are at, man. They're just
He's
they're
so
finding
good.
ways to win, and they're making it look easy at times.
They do, because literally it was 16-0 up until the 71st minute. The Hammer scored, 77th minute, Farnworth scored, and you got, ooh.
They were both with Fisher Harris being Stimmy, no? Both of them.
But does one talk about that?
No, one of them was.
Does
one
one
of
talk
them
about
was.
that?
Yeah, what was it for? Remind me.
It was a direct contact to the head from his shoulder.
Oh, yeah, no, that was, it was
Is that not a send off?
It was bad. Okay,
I
yeah, I thought
felt-
you were saying
Yeah,
it's not
I
a
feel you're going to
sin
argue it's not a Simbi.
No, I would have been okay if it was a send off.
bin. It was bad.
Look, but with the amount of time they had left in the game, I think that's when they're just like, get off.
But bro, he's getting suspended for that, surely.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
How long?
He's missing a game.
I think it's more than one, isn't it?
One game.
Didn't I say one? Yeah, it was one. I said one game.
I was so sure. So
One
No,
game for
one
that.
game.
You think that's fair?
One game. No, I don't. I
I'm
don't think
so
it's
sure
fair. It was
so
very
full.
poor. I said one.
No
Okay,
way it was
maybe
one,
I'm wrong.
Ali.
I said one.
Can you check it now before I break your nose?
We'll suss it
If
out.
I do direct contact to your nose?
We'll suss it out, but
I honestly, when I watched that live, I didn't watch it live, by the way, I watched the highlights. Oh, yeah, when I watched that live, man, I thought it was a send-off.
yeah, no, a week suspension.
Yeah, that sucks.
I think
because-
that's minimal. Like you said, when the little transition there. If that was Preston,
I don't want to talk about the Bulldogs, but if that was any other player, like,
Yeah, if it was
surely-
Preston.
All right, if that was Radley, he's seeing some jail time over
He's
there,
gonna
surely. That was
They've
direct.
been walking.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I did.
Direct contact to the head.
No, it was poor.
Didn't wrap his
Very
arms
poor.
until
wrap. It
after.
was tucked.
And, man, Panthers players are still protected,
even when they leave.
even when they leave.
That's a
Look at Critter, can do whatever he wants, gets away
Yeah.
with it.
That is true. He should charge Lindsay. in the
Shoulder
head.
try, hey! I
Yes.
forgot about that.
yes,
See?
and didn't cop anything. Thank God.
Yeah.
That's easy as Simbin.
That's bad.
Easy as
That's
Simbin.
poor.
Yeah, that's a sim- if that's a send off, that's a sin bin.
Yeah.
If Fisher Harris one's a send off, I thought that was a send
That's
off.
Crichton because he's been sent off too, bro.
No,
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 he
Straight
was
shoulder to the
rapping.
head.
He was rapping, but yeah, it was
Rap
shoulder to
mod.
the head.
nah, but I was close
He
to
was
the
rapping his arm, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Push,
close
he
to the end
will
of the
leave.
game.
No, he didn't.
There wasn't
was
long left
rapping.
in the game.
But
There was like 40 minutes.
anyway, let's get back to it. So 16-12, the Warriors. Fuck, they just keep chipping away, and they're doing exactly what they have to do
Yeah.
to just win.
They're playing the strong game, and then when it comes to their halves, they're just running amok.
Yeah,
Metcalf's so quick, bro. It's
he's so good
Sexy.
to watch. So
Yeah,
good to watch.
he's-
And that try, like the way you explained
but
it was
every week
perfect.
he's doing something like
Yeah.
that. Every single
His
week.
confidence.
Their point differential, you don't have a guess. They've
Yeah.
got 2 losses. 8 wins, 2 losses out of
That's crazy.
out of 10 games.
47,
No,
136.
less, way less.
Oh, 2.
12,
Less, higher.
minus.
4.
5.
Why?
Their 4 and a guess
Why?
is
The
5.
games are winning by 2.
Maybe because
They're-
they're letting teams back in at the end of the game.
Yes, they're not winning by huge margins. They've been thumped a few times. The 2 losses
Twice.
were big losses.
And how different are they playing than to last year?
Guys,
They
how
used to
different-
overuse Fanua Blake so much, man.
Yes, the fact that he's not there helps
No,
them
but
so
we used
much.
to talk about Webster used to force Johnson to play,
Yeah.
and we always say, "No, you need to drop him now." It's like it's done. He kept playing him, they kept losing, and every time he didn't play,
They
won.
win.
And he was
Martin-
playing like a system player when you guys used to always say, play what's in front of you.
And that's how he used to
And
play.
Metcalf
Johnson.
is now playing
Metcalf
what's
is
in front
playing
of
what's in
Look,
front of you.
That grabber, who's gonna try that?
And look at his mentor, Sean Johnson.
There you go.
No, They've been fantastic. I love watching them
You
win.
still have that flag?
Hey, we said it. If the Warriors, round 16, top 4, it's going to be right there.
And if you like him, subscribe, bro.
Right
Tell him. We can't
If you
just
like
give
and
him.
subscribe, of
We
course.
can't give views and you just take and then you don't give us back. You know what I mean?
Round 16, if the Warriors are in the top 4, the flag's right there.
Yeah.
All right? So make sure you do like and subscribe. Share this with your friends and family.
Is there a world where we see Warriors versus Bulldogs grand final?
Oh, God, no. I would hate that so much. Wallah, I'd hate that.
Yeah.
I would hate that.
Imagine that. Oh, bro.
I would hate that. Because, fuck.
Nah, I would love it, but the
No,
Warriors...
wallah, I'd hate
the
it.
Warriors still have rebuilding to do. They're not
Yeah,
they can't
I know,
get
but I'd
there.
hate
It's
that. Like, that's the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
I'd rather any other club.
Not for me. I would want to fuck them.
Because they've never won a comp.
And they won't if they verse us.
As if you don't want to see them win a comp.
Yeah, I'm more worried about
That's
my
why
team.
not against my team. If we don't make the grand final, I hope the Warriors...
Hey, with the
Yeah,
way this
fair
year's
enough,
going,
yeah.
the grand final's going to end up like something stupid, like Rabbitohs versus Warriors or something.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
There is no way the Rabbitohs are making a grand final.
This
There
is
is...
the Broncos. Broncos were premiership favourites.
Yeah,
And Broncos beat you guys.
that is very true.
And we beat Broncos.
How did we
No.
lose to the Broncos? Anyway, let's move on to Manly versus the Cowboys. The Cowboys 6, the Eagles 24.
Tell me you cracked it. You absolute...
What are you laughing at?
Just all the hard work I'm going to have to do.
I deleted them.
All the extra work I'm going to have to do. Anyway, the Cowboys...
Such a flop.
The Cowboys, fucking poor.
Ali's working overtime this week,
Very
boys.
poor. Manly... But I didn't even think Manly played that good.
They didn't.
I swear to God, but just the Cowboys were just so
The Cowboys just
shit.
showed why they always missed the top 8 this year.
I swear, every year,
Yeah, they are just inconsistent. You know what? Talk about losing your job.
yeah.
Surely Todd Payton's up there.
No,
Nah, Cowboys top 8.
they are.
Doesn't
I
matter,
think
man.
they're 8.
Everyone else around them is shit, bro.
They're 8. Literally,
gonna make
they're
the top 8.
And they made the 8 last year. No, you can't. He's been coached 3 years. He's made the top 8 twice. It's not that bad, right?
Okay.
But we didn't talk much about, like, we brought it up, but we didn't think it was a big deal. I think it was a big deal. Clifford getting dropped, Purdue to 5'8".
No, we spoke about it.
Yeah, I know, but we didn't say like, oh, why is he like? We did say, I don't know, we don't get it.
Well, because
But it's fucked.
yeah, there was a bit of
I know
we
hindsight.
had a bit of theories behind it. Maybe because Labour's coming back.
Yeah, well, that's the only thing I
Maybe
can
because
think
Clifford isn't developed yet.
Oh,
But-
why Purdue at 5'8"?
But fuck me,
a
Purdue
5'8".
sucks ass at 5'8".
of. Yeah, you got to keep him in the centers. He's
Yeah,
found
just
his
go
place
back
there.
to what was working,
Yeah,
bro.
he found
Why
his place
confuse
I hate when
yourself?
coaches do that. I hate it, man.
That's
Yeah.
like what's his name at the Dogs? Connor Watson came. Connor Tracy
Yeah,
was a 5'8". His whole career was a 5'8".
yeah.
We played him at the fullback. He's
It
killed
works.
it there.
You
And
know,
it
bring it
works.
back to
Leave it.
5'8".
Leave it. How good's Purdue in the centers?
Yeah, he's
Because his name was getting tossed up for Origin.
if he was
Motherfucker's 19.
if he was the center this game, I reckon he would have started
got
in
it.
He
before,
would open it up.
before
100%.
He would have got it for Toya. Because
But
he's so good. So good there.
yeah, and
But fuck, it makes no sense. And Clifford, he took us to the finals last year.
Fuck, because he's been playing well this year.
I know, I don't understand.
Well, one year game straight away.
Yeah,
He didn't even play that shit.
there's something
No.
behind. There's got to be something behind it. And we said it's going to be a very boring game.
yeah.
Two of the exact same teams.
Yeah, dog shit.
They're the exact same teams.
It
They
was
rely
such a
on
dog
two
shit game.
players.
I know we always say, oh, Manly will make top 8 with Tom. Fuck, they can easily miss it this year, bro.
Yeah, they can. Tom's
They look so shit.
Tom's half a player. Fucking rest him.
They can't.
Cause, but
What do you mean
surely,
you can't? You have to.
surely,
No, they can't.
Because you
yeah, I know, but surely,
play cooler fullback, will be alright.
because how should Tom Travojevic still put that jersey on and play? Wallah.
I'm telling you right now, I don't think it's his legs.
He's
They've
sick.
smacked on someone else's. It can't be his legs. He doesn't even look like he's
Prosthetic.
not even aligned anymore.
Yo, the way he runs.
The bloke's running like a crooked W. You seen when it's like crooked when you're riding? He runs like that, cars. And he's always limping, cars.
He's always limping, yes, but a crooked W. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Same.
But limping, yeah. It's because he runs out
That's
for the
class
warm up.
S1 shit, bro. I don't know what's wrong with you,
Huh?
bro.
I don't know. 'Cause Jason Saab scored a double. You know, when Ben Travojevic scores, you know it's long day.
Yeah. Did he score?
Yeah, he scored.
Yeah, that's it.
Cowboys were absolute rubbish, bro. Go back, bring back Clifford. Absolutely.
Drinkwater
idiot.
scored 12 on Supercoach.
Yeah, that was so bad.
You know what that means? It's time to go home.
Yeah, I swear to God, it was so bad. We move on to.
No, Ola Kawatu, please talk about him. Wasn't he your Origin Smokey or something?
I didn't put him in.
Or was that Caleb
It was
over there?
Moe.
Till Hastiza.
I didn't say him.
Moe had
Moe had
Olukwatu in his
over
origin
Crichton.
team
He had him over Crichton.
over
Oh, yeah,
Crichton,
you told me about that.
and he
Yeah.
had Hudson Young starting.
There's
Because
nothing wrong with Hudson
so
Young
to
starting.
say, Olukwatu is overrated, bro. Surely he is,
This
yeah?
year is
No,
Not just this, but he's never lived up to what he is, bro.
No,
Because he'll do his job,
No.
but he'll do his job.
this year's
But
been
he's not as like.
But Manly is shit this year. It's not just him.
But okay, when Roosters are the worst, we're at their worst. Do you ever look at Crichton and say he's shit? Do you ever, even the last 2 years, have looked at Preston and said he was shit?
No.
Because Olukwatu's got a problem with him, right? He's got one game where he looks like he's on their level, but for the rest of the year, he's not on their level, man. I don't
Because the
think
last
so.
couple of years he's been very good. You're way too harsh. This year, yeah, he's been poor. He's had one good game, one against Penrith. That was it. That was literally it.
For the size he is, man, and
Yeah, but what do you do if they're not giving him the ball? Because when the DC story came out, they stopped.
know what?
All of them started playing like
DC
shit.
doesn't.
yeah, you know,
he doesn't
forgive me,
No, he
forgive me
doesn't.
for that. Forgive
They
me for that.
all started playing
They
like
did,
shit.
but I just expect
Like
more.
last year, the short balls are giving Olukwatu. He was throwing.
Because he's a
everyone
wrecking
else.
ball. He's a
Yeah.
wrecking ball. But I just
This
feel
year they
like
skip him. They do all this.
we've
weird
never had a
shit.
full year where Olukwatu just dominating. Because he hasn't been in contention of being the best second rower at the end of the year. You've never said that, have you? I don't think
No,
so.
but when your team versus him, you're like, oh fuck, it's Olukwatu.
Yeah, that's true. So
He's a
forgive me, I'm
gun.
being
He's
a
a
bit
gun.
too
But
harsh.
mainly this year.
They're just, but every year, like, they're just, I don't know.
Are they the most boring team in the NRL?
Because there's not one player that stands out there. Like
No.
Brooks is. I didn't even see him on the field.
Oh, yeah.
I swear to God, I forget they signed him.
existed.
Their team is Kolan Hapawadi. That's all I know from him now.
Wow.
That's it.
Hopewadi, bro. I bought him this week.
He's a good player. How
Carlos,
far is
I'm
a good
selling
player? Let's move on. All right. Sharks 31, Storm 26.
That was a good game.
This for me is game of the round. What a game. Had everything. There was an inkling, like we said, can the Sharks do it?
Yeah, they could beat him.
Bro, I think the Sharks are their Hoodoo. Is it Hoodoo team?
Yeah,
No.
like they're bogey.
No,
team.
Bogey team.
Storms is there.
No,
Wait,
Sharks
Sharks?
always beat them, bro.
Yeah, there's a
Last year
crazy.
Sharks beat them as well.
Yeah.
There was a
Remember
crazy-
Atkinson?
Shark
Fucking
Park,
teared off his
yeah.
nut.
Oh yeah, when they
Yeah.
had no halves, yeah. And then Dragons signed Atkinson off that one game.
Yeah. No,
And
Atkinson's
he's
a
on the
good,
wing.
Atkinson's a good
Can't
player.
wait to get to that game.
What about they switched him? Hold on. Xavier Coates fucked him.
He was standing on top of him. He stood there just.
Right. Anyway, what a crazy game. You want to talk about another try of the year contender? Because that's done.
Oh,
The
now.
AFL.
Xavier Coates.
Israel
my
Folau, bro, fucking.
God.
He bring
Guys,
it back.
He stood on top of Atkinson.
He's exactly the AFL style.
Yeah.
The knee on the shoulder.
Oh, yeah,
shoulder.
I love Andrew Voss, bro. He belongs in the MCG. I was
Yes,
like,
bro.
this guy,
Oh,
best
bro.
commentator in the world. But
That was unbelievable. We just skipped to their last try, but it was unbelievable. How good was it?
Bro, he is so talented, beyond talented.
My God.
do you know those
God.
games where he's quiet? He's fucking quiet, bro.
Yeah, he
that's the
does
thing.
nothing.
That's the poor thing.
There are
about him.
games he does nothing. Because he's not the busiest winger.
Yeah, and he won't break a tackle just for the sake
No,
of
but
it.
he's changed his style a bit, yeah?
He's getting a lot more
becoming
busier.
more of a meter eater recently.
I wouldn't say meter eater,
No,
but
I don't think so.
he
No,
works.
but he's bringing the ball back a lot harder than
Yes,
he was.
but he's not a meter eater. But I think that's what's his name had a word in his ear? What's coach? Bellamy?
Yeah.
Because Warbrick's out. And Warbrick's that guy. Warbrick will bring up the ball 100 miles an hour. I think because he's out, he's had a chat to him and he's doing it a lot more.
But
But
even Munster's making that whole left side busy.
guys,
I've never
Munster's
seen Bloor run so much.
been so good.
His hips look good, bro.
Bro, like the past month, I think, he
running-
stepped up.
He just looks like he's running freely compared to last year with that groin.
He looks
Yeah,
so,
and-
he had hip surgery.
Yeah.
You
so-
brought it up. You said literally Jerome Hughes now kicking it,
Yeah.
and Munster stepped up.
Munster's running the show, just like we saw 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's
So,
crazy. They're
it-
looking really good.
Yeah, but the Sharks, bro.
What a performance. Nico
Fucking-
Hines.
Back to his...
Is he
No,
back?
this
Bad,
is it.
not bad, no, he
we
just
can't
stepped
say
up
back,
today, bro.
No,
but this is
yeah,
his
that
best.
day.
He can't get further than this. Because when he gets better than this, he drops down very,
Yeah,
very
there's a
quickly.
mad.
So this is his happy medium, is that what they call it?
Yes, he's got to stick.
Well, look, he didn't get selected for Origin. That was the excuse last year. You
Yeah.
know, he fumbled the ball, whatever. Let's see. He's got the Roosters this week. He should cruise it with 16 players missing.
No, I think he's been better than just this week. I think the past.
No.
3 weeks,
All
no,
I
his
reckon he's slow, bro.
No, the past 3
I
weeks
reckon
of footy
he's
looked
slow.
so good.
last 3 weeks
No,
has been good.
he looks more busy, but he wasn't doing anything.
This is the best
Well,
time
Now.
to play.
last week I think it was 3 tries he got.
Who was last week?
I can't remember.
They've,
I'll tell you.
Said David Attenborough?
Seagulls, and let me just make sure he got
Seagulls, bro.
how many try assists did he get?
No, I think you're over the
Two
three.
try
I remember.
assists.
Oh, two.
The other- yeah.
2 try assists.
But no, I reckon
I
this
think he's
is.
been very good.
You know what I say? This is the best he can play, because when he plays better than this, he overplays his hand and tries to do more than what he's capable of.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think it's over him overplaying his hand. I feel like Fitzgibbon tried a new approach this year with Trindle. You take more of the ball, whereas Hines should be the dominant one. And when he is the dominant one, that's when he plays. Because once he starts sharing with Trindle likes to go left and right. He's annoying.
Yeah.
And he asks for the ball a lot. And that's what happened at the start of the year. Now that Hines is picking up again, you'll see it. If he starts out this week, he just loves the ball.
So
Yeah,
what are you
this
saying
guy's
about?
actually spot on.
He
What are
loves
you,
the
what are you
ball.
saying
He's
about
actually
Hines?
dead set.
Can you like he fucked with my head?
Sorry.
So is it what's the go?
So Hines is a dominant ball player. He doesn't want to be the second.
Okay. Yes.
When he becomes the second,
yes.
either he buckles, doesn't know what to do.
Okay.
And then Fitzgibbon tried a new approach. I think he's going back on it now. Because on the weekend, Hines touched the ball, I think, three
A lot
times
of-
every
a lot of
set,
times.
bro.
But then we say when he's touching the ball too many times.
No, he doesn't.
He starts to
Don't
overplay his hand.
Don't overplay his hand.
No.
If he can get enough touches.
Yeah.
But what he's saying, what he said there that made so much is Braden Trindle. Braden Trindle plays both sides.
But he frees up Hines, does he not?
But Hines doesn't want to be
not-
freed up.
But not when he plays both sides.
Yeah.
Because Hines is left side dominant.
Hines
Right?
is
No,
Hines
he's-
is
Right side
Nakora.
dominant, right? When Trindle is, let's say he's on the left and he's the main ball player and he gets the ball called on the left, Hines doesn't get the ball.
Yeah.
But now that Hines is the main guy,
He's the
getting
first receiver.
first
Like
receiver.
even when they go left now, Hines gets the ball first. He decides, do I go to Trindle or I'm on a short ball for Noel Blake?
So you're saying as long as Hines is the first receiver,
He needs to be the
can
dominant player.
control the
if he's controlling the
the
Sharks, Sharks will
tempo,
go good,
he's
yeah.
gonna
Yes, that's exactly right.
I'll focus on that actually. Yeah.
Because at the start of the year you could tell Trindle was trying to dig into it,
Yeah.
and Hines was becoming the second player.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Whereas now on the weekend I've realised it was him. Hines was touching the ball.
This was
every
Hines.
tackle.
This was Hines' show.
Well, that's what you want to see from your halfback.
Yes.
But I feel like
course.
he does got a ceiling, but I don't think Fitzgibbon wants to see that ceiling, bro. Just play your
Look, surely, like you said, you can't take a step back from what he just did to the Storm.
yeah.
Surely from now he's the dominant. Trindle realises his position and they go from there.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
And like you said, Trindle is ball dominant. He wants to get his
Yeah,
hands.
they
on
both
everything.
want it. They both want
Which
it.
when
That's the thing.
when Trindle's on, bro, he's on.
He's a gun.
Like,
He's
I hope Shark fans watch it. I think they'll agree. There's times where they go left to Trindle and Hines will start screaming.
Yeah.
Like hands up in the air, where he's going. And on the weekend it showed.
Yeah.
Whenever Hines called, he came to him.
Yeah, no, it looked so good. Like
looks fluent.
He's got no tries given to him, right? But
No, he was busy.
he was so busy, and he set up the plays that led to tries.
Yeah, he had his hands in everything.
Yeah, they looked so good. The Sharks looked very good. The Storm, they didn't play bad, but my God, we've seen them when a team stands up to them.
Yeah, they buckled.
They,
a bit.
they,
buckle.
they hide away, but they shy
do,
away
which
from
is
there.
weird. Like the Dolphins done it to him, and the Dolphins ran away with it. The Sharks done it to him, and the Sharks they scored. At halftime it was 25-12. So
Storms?
Sharks way.
bro.
Sharks, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like they absolutely they scored one try in the second half. It's all they
And
needed.
what did we say last week on the preview?
What did we say?
They don't put the sort of team.
Yeah,
They
haven't been-
came out and they said they stepped up to the
to the
arguably
Storm.
the best team this
best
year.
team in the comp.
Best
Storm are
attacking
the-
team this year,
They-
without a
they
doubt.
are. They will
Storm
be
are the best team in the comp. They're the team to beat. If you're going to win the grand final, you've got to be ready to beat Storm on that. day.
150%.
Yeah. So we'll talk about what's his name.
Ronaldo Militalo,
Ronaldo Mulatalo. That's his
the
name.
man who talks so much,
Fuck, he burnt me
but
that
game.
very rarely
My
backs. He doesn't back it up like he
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 did.
backed it
backed
up
it this
today.
time.
He backed its mum
He
up.
backed
bro.
it up, and the fact that they switched Xavier Coates and Ronaldo and Atkinson, because who got injured? Stone Street very early on, right? They switched him because the Sharks Melbourne targeted.
They were
Atkinson
peppering
and-
that edge. They were peppering him.
and especially with that kick where he fucking became.
Israel Folau.
Who's a famous AFL player?
Just say Israel Folau, bro.
Adam
Buddy,
Woods.
Buddy Franklin.
Buddy Franklin, right? It was an unbelievable catch. They realised that we have to put Ronaldo Mulatalo there.
He stood up.
When the Storm got a penalty at the end, because of Mulatalo, they put the bomb up. Who caught that ball?
Ronaldo Militalo.
Ronaldo. Out of all the talking, he caught the ball. The game ends there. He gets up talking mad shit. The referee even told Thing if there was a couple of seconds left on that clock, I was going to sin bin him, because he was going after all of them,
Well,
Like even in plays he wasn't a part of.
No.
If they dropped the ball, he's running there
going after all
on top of them, on
Yeah.
Pappy, all of them.
Yeah, on Pappy. But Pappy deserved that. He hit him late. But
I think it's good to see from
It
one
is
of
good
your.
to see,
But he needs to be careful because he's done this before and it's backfired. Bro.
yeah. And
But he doesn't get any media
He gets
coverage.
shat on, he gets shat
no,
on.
he
no,
doesn't
by the
get.
fans.
Yeah,
By
but
the
when
fans.
Reed Money does half of that, he gets media coverage.
Yeah.
Everyone just excuses what he does,
Yeah, of course.
and which I'm all for it.
Yeah,
Bro.
but Ronaldo looks like
No,
a
no.
throw, bro. Money's just, he hides behind people. Bro.
He's this big, yeah.
Cuz, go hard.
With your hands, why are you on my side?
Go hard. No, you brought yours over to my side. There's the line.
Yeah,
Mine's
all
over here.
right.
All right?
This guy is talking.
Go
like
hard. Do
this.
all you want, but you got to back it. And I love it. Just don't do it against my team. You'll be all right.
1 second.
Anyone does it against my team, they're going to have to deal with me.
The last time you said that, Sydney FC fan full cheer at you.
That is very true. I didn't say that. Just told him his team was shit.
Is that the last game?
No.
Still,
Oh,
still-
hurry up.
Broncos 26, Dragons 30. What a win by the Dragons.
I swear to God, where's Moe?
What
bro?
about when we told Moe that Bill's going to come on this because I know you're working late? He goes, all good. I don't want to talk about this week anyway.
Yeah, and it's the
Before
only
the
game
game.
we want to talk about. But bro, they look. Fuck, Dragons are shit, bro.
Hey, they talk shit.
Fuck me. How do you win and look shitter than the week before? Cause they are fucking. You guys are fucking shit, bro. That was the most pathetic style of football I've seen in my life.
No, I don't know. What's their style?
They don't have a style.
Well, Dylan Egan, fuck, very
Oh,
unfortunate.
hold
that's
on.
sad.
Very
I'll leave
unfortunate.
you, bro.
ACL. Fuck, we hope him a quick recovery.
That season gone.
Yeah,
That's
Paul-
sad. He was.
And half probably next season, bro.
He was one of their best
Is
players.
he a Queenslander?
No.
No,
Relax, cuz.
What the fuck does that matter?
no, because bro, he's a gun, bro.
No, he's in New South Wales.
He's a gun. He
I hope
looks
he's-
like an Origin player.
100%.
He does.
Yeah.
That's crazy to say about a guy that, 3 games into his career, 4 games into
Well,
his
look at
career.
Toya, 10
Toya,
games
cuz.
in. I said it first.
He plays for my team.
Yeah, but Toya, no one's seen that coming.
No, get back on track.
Yeah, sorry.
They won and still looked worse than the team they've. Anyways, bro, this game had it all, but nothing positive out of this game.
I think Broncos, I think Maguire, end of this season, bro.
Yeah, his job's on the
gone.
line.
He's gone.
Oh fuck! I love to hear that, bro.
Why?
I don't see.
Maguire?
If they
Why?
The coach isn't the problem. The players are the problem.
The reason why I love to hear that is because Kevin Walters.
Yeah.
He got shut on for 6
And
months.
he got pumped.
Is that why you bring it up?
100%, that's why I brought it up.
Yeah, okay. Players are the problem. Guaranteed.
Because I hate when they go for the coach. Adam O'Brien's a different case. Fuck
'Cause-
him off.
Yeah.
But Walters did nothing
It
wrong.
was the biggest scapegoat, you can tell.
Cuz it's just cuz look at the team you've got. Look at the team you've got.
Cuz
You had
we-
him at what at the beginning of the year?
Final.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like
Cuz
looking at this.
I had
team.
him ninth
Do
or
you know what's
eighth.
crazy?
Yeah.
2 years ago, last year, whatever it was, we spoke about the influence of Flegler leaving that team.
Yeah.
It still hasn't caught up to him.
Yeah.
Hasn't caught up to
No,
him.
it still
It still has.
it's
catching
still
up
giving
to
them
him.
still
problems.
catching up.
Yeah, I
to
get
that's
it.
it.
They've Haas comes off, there is nothing left.
Yeah.
Wilson's lost 100 kilos. He's a second rower now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they turned him. They turned him.
They
to
turned him
second
100%.
Yeah, they turned him to-
but
they
there's
have no
nothing
props.
there. They've got nothing.
row. What are they? What's
They
their
bring on who,
rotation?
Jensen?
Who's on the bench?
I think it's Jensen and
It's Jensen and
it was Tapau.
Marty Tapau.
oh Fletcher Baker was back.
Yes,
didn't
Fletcher
even-
Baker.
I didn't
Fletcher
even realise
Baker.
I didn't
came
realize
back.
he's there. They've got no power on them.
That
anymore.
rotate. They're signing. They haven't signed, right? They haven't needed to sign.
They're busy signing, which I do agree. Like their backs are cracker. They're busy signing
Yeah,
their
guys,
back,
but the team.
but they've left their forwards out.
Yes, okay, but the with the team they have, are you saying they should be running this low?
Because they should be top
Is that
four.
is,
Easy.
is the prop rotation this much of a problem? There's no way it's this big of a problem.
It will give teams problems, and it's showing. It will give problems. Yes.
For the Broncos, should it be this much of a problem?
In the
Well,
middle, it is a problem. Like it's
Look
showing.
what
that
happened
it
in the
is.
second
Why?
half against the Bulldogs.
But
They
there's a-
flattened us.
Yeah, but there's a lot of
Because Roosters pumped them in the middle.
yeah.
Everyone's getting them through the middle. Every
Okay,
game you
but
watch.
Who's your prop rotation?
We've got some boppers now.
Who's
bro.
your prop? Oh yeah, you do.
We've got
Wrong-
boppers.
wrong
bro.
person asked.
Broncos have no one. Dragons have Black Glory in him.
Do you know who Carrigan and Huss went up against?
Yeah,
Clemmer?
Clement and
L-
DeBellin.
No, their
De
front
Belin
rowers.
started.
He's the lock.
No,
even
DeBellin.
De
Oh,
Belin-
he's an 8. He was
Even
number 8
DeBellin's
this game.
60 years old, cuz. Don't
Yeah,
De
DeBellin
Belin killed it
Blake
for him, by the
Laurie
way.
and Pacific Tonga.
Yeah.
They just debuted 2 weeks ago.
And they
This
went.
was his
they were
second
going
game last week.
There you go.
And remember I told you, do you reckon it's going to bite him in the ass if they overplay Haas? Look what's happening to him, bro.
Yeah.
Cuz, but they didn't even. They played him. They didn't even overplay him this game.
65 minutes.
I think that when they were up 14-0, they're like, oh, we can cruise without
But,
Haas.
yeah.
They caught up like that.
That's another thing. They were up. What 14-0?
14-0, yeah.
Was it 14-0? We'll just make sure.
No, I'm pretty sure.
I was 14-0.
12-0 at one point. 12-0.
12-0.
Oh, then they kicked the goal after
Yeah.
6. Yeah.
12-0 and then it went into halftime 12-4. 12-4. Broncos way. But the way the game was, it was all Broncos.
Yeah. It looked like Broncos were going to put another 40.
Yeah.
It was all Broncos, and then the Dragons just. But I don't even know the Dragons' style. What are they playing? What kind of game plan?
Like, who
do they
told
have?
Jacob Little he could score that try?
That was unbelievable. How did he miss him? Ezra Mam, wow.
Because that goose step was from 1940s, and Ezra Mam just tapped him.
He fell for it now.
Hey, Ezra, man, bro.
How good is he?
Fuck.
In
man.
attack,
He's
he's
not
so
in attack,
good.
that
Yeah,
defense.
but he's so
he
naturally
reminded,
gifted,
Yeah,
he reminded
he's
us of
so
his
good.
defense. His defense is shocking.
Hey, rubbish. But
No, it was the 3 veterans that stepped up for him.
yeah.
Gutho, Holmes, and Cook.
But that's another, like, their middles are that bad. Gutho caught an inside ball, stood there, then took off.
Yeah.
And everyone
No
watched
one
him.
got
They
a
just
handle
watched him. They just watched him. That's unbelievable. And that's you can't coach that.
And then
cuz.
scrum play, a 70-year-old scoring through you.
Oh yeah, my god.
A
Just a
scrum play.
step out to the
2
left,
veterans.
inside right.
Ricky's over
And
chasing.
who's that? You know who's that laziness on? The scrum.
Yeah.
It was Ricky, he over chased.
Yeah, but where's your inside?
But how
the
slow
scrum
was
didn't
that play?
break. Yeah.
That
But
was such
Haas
a-
caught him.
Yeah.
Just couldn't bring him down.
You know what it is, man. Like for the Broncos, we said at the start of the year when I had them 8 or 9, I can't remember what it was, bro. They've got 7 or 8 star players, but it doesn't make them a star team. And I feel like since now that Walsh is out, they found their feet a bit. But bro, Cobbo looked just as bad yesterday.
Yeah. No, he had one good
Before his injury, no one bring up his
I
injury.
think you guys made Broncos look better than they are.
game. Yeah.
And everyone's like, yeah.
You reckon?
Cobbo, this, that.
But the
I'm saying.
Broncos G'd up for that game. Because the way
No, but
they...
Hughes played shit.
Yeah, but the
no
way
one was beating him that game.
they
No,
just
yeah,
went
it would have been different. But
bang, bang, bang. And then they've lost
Simbi
3 in a
and,
row now. Since that win...
Did you see
they've
Cobbo's
lost 3 in a row.
physique on that game?
Yeah.
Stomach hanging out.
Was it the old Latrell
He
Mitchell?
was walking. He looked very tired. And there's so much rumors lately about Maguire's training and they're not getting along and all this stuff.
No, but that's
Maybe
what
it's
happens when you're
true.
losing.
Maybe
No, but
we'll
when
just
you're
stop.
losing, this stuff comes.
All right, maybe we'll just stop blaming the media. Maybe we'll just say, you know what? In Brisbane, something's going on. And if Walter's a Hall of Famer at their club couldn't fix it, Maguire just won the Origin last year. If he can't fix it, something's going on.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You just said, what's Dragon's game plan?
Yeah, I don't know.
It was Holmes
Does he-
literally just hitting the
no
ball
game
up, making 15, 20 meters a run.
It's absolutely crazy. It's
Their
mind-boggling.
second rowers have no awareness to stop.
You know what's crazy as well? What was it? At 12 points to 4, Jaden Sawyer gets sin-binned.
And they scored.
They scored 2 tries, the Dragons.
Yeah, that's
With a player down. The
well,
Broncos.
with a player down,
With a player down,
with Egan out,
with Egan out,
whatever,
whatever.
or something else, but I can't
Tyrell
remember.
Sloan's in that team.
Yeah,
You might as well minus a
Throw
player.
that in.
They scored 2 tries. The Broncos.
They're shocking, very bad.
Far
Now
out.
Origin period's kicking in.
Yeah, no, they're fucked.
Hey, who's versing him?
I don't know, but they're loving
Whoever's versing, he's licking their lips.
Yeah, loving
But
life.
they're only missing Haas and Kerrigan.
Yeah, so who's their
Cobbo's
middles?
out injury.
Who's their middles?
Who's their fullback?
You spoke about his physique, but
Who's their fullback now? Jesse Arthur's. Arthur's the 18, isn't he?
Fullback Sailor.
He's gone, bro. He's in Super League.
Who's their middles?
Farnsworth. Huh?
Who's their prop? Corey Jensen?
Jensen Baker.
Marty
Knows, bro.
Tapau.
Let's get Flegler back.
I don't know.
Can we
bro.
just, before we
You
move
say-
on,
Yeah.
do you want to talk about where the Broncos are at? Marty Tapau just got sacked
Yeah. Which is
for liking a post.
crazy. It's crazy.
Just go up to him and say, we don't want you in our top 30 anymore.
Yeah.
Why would you use that?
As an excuse.
Not just use that. They're publicizing it as if like they're cooking something here.
Yeah.
Like
To
that's
show that we're the
Yeah,
Broncos,
like-
you don't do that to us.
Yeah, this is what
yeah.
has
They
happened.
just they've degraded their team so low because it was only 4 months ago or 5 months ago that Ezra Mam done all this stuff and they suspended him for how long? 6 weeks. The NRL.
No, the NRL.
Well, the
suspended.
NRL.
Broncos didn't do anything.
Broncos could have done something, couldn't they?
Yeah, of
They
course
could have
they
sacked him, right?
Could have minus his wage or something.
And
done
now,
anything.
and now, after everything's gone on in your club, you want to go sack Marty Tapau. Just walk up to the guy and tell him you don't want him in the
Yeah,
30.
it's crazy that that's the reason. I agree with you. Tell him
Come on, man.
you're no longer needed here. Got the hiccups. You're no longer needed here. Because it looks like dog shit. Every fan's saying this. The guy that hits a car, the kid goes to fucking
common
hospital,
sense.
nothing from the club. Nothing. The guy that likes a post on Instagram about a coach gets sacked.
And then, you know what? They made him come out
unbelievable.
publicly apologise.
Did they?
It's like, yeah, they didn't make him, but he did.
Well,
He came out and publicly apologised.
I don't know.
And then he's still sacked.
What was the post anyway?
It was something about Michael Maguire's
training,
Trainings.
overtraining
Yeah.
or some shit.
He liked it and that too.
He liked it. Then he unlocked it straight away. But
Yeah, unlocked it straight away. I
Unlocked
don't know
that
what's
and
sad
put-
constantly watching it.
So imagine you're scrolling, you accidentally pressed it like,
Yeah.
and he just ate shit.
but he can't come outside accidentally because no one's
Yeah.
gonna believe him.
Yeah.
Of course.
And Broncos already put the plug on him. The guy has nowhere to go, and they're a shit club. It was a great state, by the way, very good state to go to.
Khara.
But
Brisbane,
I mean, for Magic Round it was.
disgusting. The shithole of shitholes, bro.
Have you been?
It's like going to Tamworth.
Yeah,
I got fucking bitten by a spider over there. The fucking dog.
this guy is just shut on Brisbane and Tamworth.
It's just, it's a shit area. I don't know.
They're all
It's
gonna
just
come for
boring.
us.
There's nothing there. But we went at the worst time.
Did you see how far the doctor was?
Yeah, but we didn't even go. We didn't even go to Brisbane. Like we were in some country town.
They do have a nice railway thing, right?
Yeah,
That
they
thing we
do.
went on,
Where
that
did
was-
you
that
go?
was fun.
Long story.
Lemon
Anyway. No.
Lemon.
Long story. You were saying there's no positives. There is a huge positives for the Dragons.
What?
They got 2 points, cuz.
They did.
They're absolute dog shit. 2 points. You take them from
And they got a
wherever
bye
they
this
come
week,
from.
bro.
That's a 4-point win.
Fuck, they didn't look good,
But it's a 4-point win, Khaled. That's massive for him. And if come on, like when I get personal,
he's dropping
on it,
names, bro.
Yeah,
he dropped my government name.
yeah. All right. Anyway,
Yalla, Alush.
we move on to the Raiders versus Titans. Raiders 40, Titans 24.
What else can you say?
Told you so.
All right, on to the Rabbitohs.
What do you say? What do you say? The Raiders are unbelievable. The Titans, I can't believe they scored 4 tries. That's it.
They've all got attacked. They're just missing David Fafita.
Is
played.
that right?
He played.
David
He's
Fafita.
dropped.
David.
I swear I saw him.
Oh,
Jojo.
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 Ah, yes.
Jojo. And he scored a double, Jojo.
Is that his brother?
No.
Actually.
Yeah, no, it's not.
That's
What?
shit.
It's not his brother,
Why's it
Jojo.
shit?
Is it?
Is
I've
that-
never heard that. And you were here. Like, why have we never said this? Is
Why
Jojo...
is it-
Fafita and Fafita. He's never put two and two
They're not
together.
brothers, bro. What's wrong
No,
with
but there's
you?
1,000 for
Both
Feeders.
Queenslanders.
Well, I have no idea if he's his brother or not, but if he is, let us know in the comment section below.
Well, we're gonna do a
Um,
poll if we think.
No, we can't do
Oh, we can't do
polls.
polls
That's
anymore?
old YouTube.
Why can't you do the poll?
You can't, like you,
Everyone does a poll.
No, he doesn't want to do polls anymore because he thinks he's moved up.
no, I'd love to do polls, but you can't.
Why? Because we get like four votes?
No,
I'll vote.
no.
What?
If 1, 2, 3, Moe, and then all our wives
uncles,
vote, your
yeah.
uncles, my
Ah,
cousins.
true.
Why can't you do a poll? I don't get it.
On YouTube.
Why?
They don't do it anymore.
Why? I just
Oh, they actually don't
I
do it
voted
anymore.
on Area who won his poll 3 days ago.
Yeah, but you probably click on the link and it takes you to another
No,
page.
it was on his comment section.
Shut your mouth.
Wallah.
poll, yeah.
Oh, but it was live comment section.
Please, like, that's why. But no, they used to remember they used to
Why
do
could
like
you do it on live and
you
not?
click the annotation and then it pops up.
Yeah.
That used to be hectic. Now it's gone
Our
anyway.
polls were hectic, bro. We got like
But
6
no,
votes.
this game, great game from the
Raiders.
From the Raiders. Jamal Fogarty forgot how to kick. How bad were some of those
You
conversions?
didn't have to kick against Titans.
Well, it would hit 50, which would have been.
Well,
amazing.
Hoskins a revelation back in the second row.
Yeah, he's just a gun.
I
Hoskins
don't
a
think
gun.
Nicholson comes back, takes his job. Hoskins off his head. bro.
Yeah, but then Hoskins will get injured. That's the thing.
Yeah, every time he runs, like
The guy always gets injured, but I think he's such a good player. Hudson Young, wow, such a good player.
But they're facing Titans.
They are. That's why I'm
Yeah.
like, this is the biggest surprise for me was the Titans scored 4 tries. Honest to God.
hey, Brimson was good at fullback again.
Can we stop talking about this? Like, honestly, like, every year, Brimson was good at fullback. Oh, Jaden Campbell was good on the halves. Oh, did you know they need a fullback? Do you know that? Bro, they don't want to buy a halfback.
Yeah, but this is
They-
I think this is the
Because
best thing
foreign,
they
bro.
can do.
They are happy to cruise
We still have 4.
coming last.
Yeah,
Like,
guys, but we need to bring David Fafita back in because that combination of Fafita and Foreign was unbelievable.
I think they need to go big for Cherry Evans. I'm hoping Roosters don't get him, so I hope Titans get him. And that will make for hopefully something.
Too late, bro.
What's too late?
You don't think
I think
Roosters
it's
signed
already
him?
signed.
Oh, fuck, I hope it's not, bro.
It's already signed. It's done.
No,
Yeah,
he
so
signed
Brand
him.
Smith gave it away, but I hope he's wrong, like
It's,
joking.
it's
Did
already
he?
signed.
He's like, I know they're trying to free up money for Cherry Evans, but I hope they re-sign White and...
He full
something
said that? Oh.
Because the idol him now doesn't give a shit. What, they're going to sack
Yeah,
him?
but you know what? Him on Graham's
Yeah.
podcast, he's always been straight out.
Yeah, he's I
about
love him.
anything. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucked.
Even when he asked him about what's happening with you in the Rabbitohs,
Yeah, he just
it
says
was
it.
full crazy how he like just
Before Hooper said it. Hooper
Yeah.
knows everything, bro.
yeah the hoops. But yeah, no, this game, nothing more to say really.
Good try by Tamale and Sebastian Cruz. Very nice try.
Even
yeah, that was
Savage,
a
Savage had
great
2 good tries.
No.
but
That's
the one where he
that
tapped it
was
back
so
in.
good. Where he tapped it back.
'Cause I thought it was no try from the start.
Yeah, I thought he
I
was
couldn't
out.
believe he got it in.
I thought he was out because it was so far out the ball, but he swung it back in, kept his foot in the air as he done it. But the Savage try, I counted him. It went through 9 pairs of hands.
You count them?
Yes, because I know how to count.
Well,
Thank God it was only
Dragons
9.
did one better. They went for 10 hands.
That is very... Did you count him as well, you man?
No, I just guessed.
Say wallah?
Was it 10?
Hayat Allah it was. Hayat Allah, I've got it on my notes, but I forgot to bring it up in the podcast. That's unbelievable.
I'm going to show you
bro.
my
Please, right now.
So what?
my penis.
But no, 9 pairs of hands and he got to, what's his name? Starling. Put in a beautiful kick. That
was
bounce.
sexy kick.
Are you playing him on Supercoach?
Who? Starling? No.
Or do you have him
I
living on
never
the
brought
bench?
him in.
Starling?
Yeah.
Never had him.
I never brought
Because
him
he's such a revelation on Supercoach.
in. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's so good. Yeah, he scores well.
I feel like if you didn't, I know he's good, very good. If you didn't get him at the start,
Yeah,
it's
it's
too
too
I
late
got him
now.
at the start.
Yeah.
It's too late now. But no, yeah, Raiders, fantastic
Him and
performance.
whoever jumped off Sandon Smith and Metcalf bandwagon is spewing. Well, I got them both.
Yeah, I've got him.
Right,
Not
Metcalf
Metcalf.
straight to Cleary now.
I got rid of Metcalf.
Shit. What?
Easily.
Are you going to buy him?
Like later on, I'm saying, you go straight to Cleary.
I got Cleary.
And Hines?
Yeah. Forget the podcast. What's happening? Supercoach?
Let's move on to the West Tigers 12, the Rabbitohs 22.
Wallah, tfa.
Yeah, Hayat Allah. You're
So-
spot on.
I'm so disappointed with the Tigers.
Yeah, you're
'cause
spot on. That's exactly how
I
you
had him.
describe the
I had
Tigers.
him. I had him. At least lingering around the 8.
Just get into that.
I just love Benji Marshall, but
I'm starting to agree about the coaching, eh?
You've got to
it's not the
separate.
coaching, bro. Wallah, you know, ball. Wallah,
What?
you do.
Nah, I think it is the coaching, bro.
What are you saying? It's the players?
Please flip that ball. I've been looking at all podcasts. Just flip it the other way.
Why?
Because it's upside down, bro. I've been looking
Is
at.
that side upside down? No, it's not.
Oh, it's not.
No, it's all the same.
Because if you roll it, it just...
Sorry, guys. It's not the coaching, Ali. How's that the coaching? What do you want him to do?
Because
So when we talk about the Knights, why do you say Adam O'Brien?
Because they've been doing the same thing that backdoor played to Ponga for the last 3 years. And they're relying on Ponga to do everything.
And you tell me, what the hell are Tigers doing? Are they changing it up?
They're trying. Well, they're not good enough to change it up. It's not the coach.
Brother, they're that
the
shit,
coach
they're
can't teach
fucking
him how.
70-year-old hooker
The,
scored
the
2
coach
tries.
can tell him what to do. He can't tell him how to do it. What,
Do you
does-
think what he's doing? Do you think his defensive strategies, his attacking?
But Ali, you can't teach someone the things they're doing. Has Luai not played in the halves for the last 5 years?
Yeah, he is.
The bloke on
Not a
when
halfback. I've said from day one.
all right, but he's not a halfback when
He is, cuz. But let's say, okay, for example,
when he's got the ball in fifth, he looks for Gavin. Brother, you're all right. If Gavin can't get the ball,
but
create
that-
something yourself.
No, but even when he runs the ball at Penrith, he'd have people running. He'd have people Xing. They all stop. All the Tigers players stop. All of them. Why is Charlie Staines playing in your team?
That's a big
Why is Staines in your team? Why the fuck are you? Why is Nathan on the bench?
Get that.
Please, that's who's that?
Who's that? Who's that?
That's
That's what I'm saying.
Benji. That's
There you go then.
that. I didn't know he was on the bench until he came on.
Cuz these guys played. They started Royce Hunt. Okay, you had to.
Fuck,
You're not-
he's not good.
Dog shit to start. He's an impact player. That's
yeah,
it.
off the bench, yeah.
Off the bench.
Not
He's not a
impact
starter.
player, but whatever.
Right? Off the bench, he makes
He does,
impact.
he does.
Right?
Okay, he does.
Now, put in a forward. Put in another forward. You put a center in, and he had who's the other player he had? Listen to his bench. I'll tell you his bench.
Fatape or Stafford.
Nathan-
He had the other hooker, didn't he?
Nathan, Tony Suka, Jack Bird, Sione Fainu.
Jack Bird.
So he had one forward.
I had one forward. Is Sione Fainu the forward?
But
or
I want you to say how Benji Marshall, it's not his fault. Go. Just say it.
I swear to God, I don't know about that bench. But forget that bench for the side. Let's just focus on the 13, yeah? The 13 are all good players, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know what he's telling him to do, but it can't be more than just fucking run hard and on fifth get the ball to Galvin. But they can't even do that. Their play the balls are slow. Their passing mid sets are just trash. When they get the ball to Galvin, the opposition's team's already up in his face. Most of his kicks, have you realised, Lua under pressure kicks?
Because Law wasn't doing anything.
He's never relaxed. Lua gets the ball on fifth, and for some reason scatters to look for Gavin. But if you can't get the ball to Gavin, we're either run the ball or kick like you've been paired with Cleary for the last 4 years.
Cuz listen to this. Their average play the ball time was exactly the same as the Rabbitohs, so that doesn't really matter. Their average set distance was more than the Rabbitohs. Their kick return meters were more than the Rabbitohs. They had more line breaks than the Rabbitohs. Post contact meters more than the Rabbitohs. More runs. More run meters, 2,000 to 1,800.
Because majority of his 1 meters are from Tuamei himself.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, but you shouldn't be playing Teromay for fucking 80 minutes, the poor guy. Why the fuck are you relying so much on one player?
I mean, you can, but just stop relying on him.
You can't rely on him so much, bro. The guy's going to die.
Like
He's
how-
starting the ball play now, the cunt.
He has to.
and he's so good at it.
He has to.
Because when you sign a halfback, you want them to bring the calmness, the organisation. Law has none of that.
Yeah.
He wants to run the ball, and you saw it. He wants to skip, step, pass it.
And because that
there's no
works,
structure.
it works when you have runners on either side of you.
No, yeah, it works in an open game.
No,
The forwards are
runners-
dominating cars.
When you have gun back rowers on the side.
Yeah,
of
when,
it.
when the game's dominated by forwards.
But someone giving you a different shape, someone running an X behind you, something.
At
The
least someone,
Tigers just stand
at
there.
least someone's sweeping at the back. Because
That's what I'm
sorry,
saying.
Buller's got all the talent in the world.
Yes.
But when he sweeps, he's
so
never in the
slow.
right position.
It's
How
shit
quiet has
sweep.
he been this year?
Yeah, he sweeps.
How quiet has he been this year?
100%.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. You're just putting too much. Like, it's not
Yeah,
all
but what
Benji,
else
bro.
Ben, yeah, but what's Benji doing at halftime? All right, we played the first half like Khara.
Yeah.
We need to do this to fix the game.
They
They're worse.
once came in second half, had a different game plan.
And looked better, yeah, they didn't look
and
better.
successfully
Because, all right,
changed anything.
Havili last week scores out a dummy half.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Surely as a coach, you say, okay, this guy's going to try it. Usually if a hooker does it once, he's going to do it 1,000 times. Does Benji Marshall not bring it up for him in training? If he did, that's on the players, 100%. Because he scored the exact same try. Picks it up, dives. And there was 4 players on him. How's he get the ball down? I have no idea. The UNH can try.
That was, yeah.
They
The whole fucking
fell
team's
off.
there.
Bro, everyone had a crack at him. That's the players. I'm not putting it on the coach. That's them.
That's the players, bro.
Yeah, that was
course that
disgusting.
part, yeah.
They couldn't make the tackle. I was so happy Alex Johnson scored. But it's like, it's just shit like that. Api Coruscant sent Latrell Mitchell.
How do you
for
step Latrell Mitchell when you're not even stepping?
1,000 coffees. Nah, bro, he stepped. He stepped in.
Because he faked the kick
No,
and
he
stepped.
went.
It was so
No,
good.
but he faked the
Latrell-
kick. He faked the kick to Latrell, and then he stepped.
How nice was that, bro?
And Latrell just buckled his knees.
How nice was that?
I love when coach does it. Anyone that
it's-
steps Latrell makes me horny, bro. We
Yeah,
all know
it's-
this, bro.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
even like saying Coruscant play good, bro. Fuck, he deserves such a good team.
He does. He really
He
does.
deserves a
Guys,
premiership.
he's the hardest to
again,
hold
bro.
the team, and he's the only one that looked like doing anything.
He does, but you know what? He said it when he first moved to the Tigers that he was retiring from September footy.
This is as a joke. Haram Buck copped it.
He did. I think he meant it.
I don't know. This Tigers team is disappointing me so bad, bro.
It's packed with superstars.
I had so much hopes for them. Yeah, so much.
We
hope.
all did. We all wanted them.
But
I don't know. I think the Galvin thing also has like it's gonna play its
can
role.
he go already and fuck off and go get a settled 7 that slows down the play and just lets Luai freeze up?
Go back to 6. Let
Just
him
free
go
up
back to
Luai,
6,
bro.
Yeah, play
They need a
Fainu.
Sexton, bro.
Play Fainu.
Take
Yeah,
Sexton, give us Gavin, bro.
What?
You want another 5'8"?
But that's what they're looking at anyway.
Yeah, but I hope that's not true.
I
really
wouldn't mind
hope-
though.
2 5'8" to 1 2.
I don't want him out. Where's he
Yeah.
gonna play?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
We're just talking about a team that has no structure in the middle. You
We
don't
can
want
talk
that?
about that later, bro. I got a good argument for that.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
I really want to hear
For
this.
Galvin, Burden in the same team?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, because one of them's moving, and Haywood's your halfback.
Bro, no.
Like then you're off your
I
head.
would have Gavin and Burden together as well. No, just focus
Okay.
on the game.
What game, cuz? The Rabbitohs.
Oh, let's talk about this.
Tigers are dog shit.
Yeah,
I'll wrap it up. Rabbitohs, literally, they were poor, but they were playing the Tigers.
Yeah.
It didn't matter.
oh,
They're
done.
playing the Tigers.
So I feel like the reason why Burden and Gavin can work is because, yeah, they're going to be both running halves, just like the Storms. They're both running halves. But I feel like only because we have the advantage of Burden's kicking, his kicking changes games. And he could, when we're close to the try line, he could like set us up with a kick that whatever he does, his kicking can save us from them running into each other.
Do you
Does that make
understand our
sense?
backs will never touch the ball?
This guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Do you understand?
Wallah, Preston wouldn't see the ball.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Wallah,
It
he
will never
wouldn't smell it.
work. It will never work.
Inshallah, we don't sign him.
Just like that?
Preston,
We have our answer.
Preston would sign with the
There's a
Roosters the next
reason why
season.
Sexton hasn't re-signed. It's
Why?
because Haywood's our halfback. That's it's right
Fuck,
in
that
front of
sounds
you.
Look,
good.
to me, that's pretty
It's in
obvious.
front
I
of
don't know
you.
how you don't know.
I never thought of that.
Are you kidding me?
I was
You let go of
so
your
How good's
halfback.
Haywood?
because I'm so certain that they're chasing Gavin, and I'm thinking the reason why Benji they haven't released Gavin because Gavin's going to the Bulldogs and Sexton's going to Tigers.
The only way
they-
you sign Galvin is if
if-
Burden goes centre,
No.
which he can't.
Galvin goes lock.
The
No,
fuck
no,
is
no,
that
no.
for?
Yeah, Galvin goes lock. That's what.
Fuck
That's
that.
what.
Gavin is not signing.
He's
with
not,
the
yeah,
team
he's not signing for a
to
while.
go
Did
lock.
you see?
I was like 80. Oh, but Isaac Moses-
Last year when Phil Gould was talking about Galvin, he says I see him as a future lock.
does Isaac?
He's a big body.
That's what he said.
big
Yeah,
body.
imagine.
That's
he
a
puts
good
on
point,
some
but
size. But I wouldn't sign him. I don't want him.
Galvin looks so selfish when he has the ball, bro. I feel
what
like
I'm
in his head, he sees like a blueprint where every play's going to work, but just for him. He doesn't see his backs running next to him. He doesn't see Buller sweeping at the back. He doesn't see his winger calling for the
He's
ball.
very good.
He just focuses strictly on his play.
I
Yeah,
feel
but
like he
Galvin
tries
is very
harder.
good.
Just it's not working as Tigers. Well,
Yeah, and Tigers,
I feel sorry for the Tigers.
come on,
They're
man.
so
Like, I
poor.
don't know.
So poor. Them and the Broncos right now are probably the most two disappointing teams.
Yeah.
Straight out.
Nah,
but the Broncos way worse. Yeah.
Because Tigers started the year, you make all these signings and you're happy, bro. You can't wait for the footy.
Yeah, but it's the Galvin.
Yeah, he should. That should happen at the end of the year. That was
100%.
so dumb.
100%. Anyway, that's the episode. We hope you enjoyed it, Bill. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
We do
guys,
appreciate
man.
it. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Share,
Oh.
subscribe if you haven't already. Down in the description below, TikTok, Instagram. Make sure you're following.
Done.
The comment section below, everything we spoke about today. Make sure you leave your your thoughts in the comment section below. And we'll see you next week. Peace.
Absolutely